Welcome to my channel Fun with Maths. I am Shalya Tripathi and today we are going to see how to find the sine of A, B and C of a parabola curve. So this quadratic equation is given ax square plus bx plus c. So let's draw the curve or the parabolic graph. See, if we obtain a graph opening upward, in such a case coefficient of x square, that is a, is always greater than 0, or we can write a is positive. This is our x-axis and y-axis. If we obtain a graph opening downwards, somewhat like this, in such a case a is less than 0, or we can say a is negative. Next, let's find out what the C represents. C is actually the point where the graph cuts y-axis. This is C. That is, this distance on the y-axis is C. So we can define C. C is the height, or you can say point at which graph cuts or intercepts y-axis. This can be understood if we put x is equal to 0 in our quadratic polynomial. See, we get y is equal to ax square, that is 0 square, plus bx, that is 0, plus c. So this first term and the second term becomes 0. So y is equal to c. So c is the point or the intercept where the polynomial cuts or the graph cuts the y-axis. So in this case, in the first case where we have curve or the graph opening upward, here our C is greater than 0 or C is positive. In the second case, see, it is intersecting the y-axis in the negative direction. So in this case, C is less than 0 or C is negative. Now we will see the rule to find the sine of B. So this has to be understood a bit clearly. Sine for B. See, if the vertex is to the right of the y-axis, vertex is the lowest point. In this case, this point, lowest point of the graph, or the highest point of the graph. See, we get lowest point when the graph is downward, that is, this point is called the vertex. So this point is vertex. And in second case, this point is vertex, that is the highest point. Now, sine for B can be understood in this manner. If the vertex is to the right of the y-axis. If the vertex is to the right of y-axis, then A and B have different sign. Have different sign. So in both the cases, our vertex is to the right of the y-axis. So in the first case, see, A is greater than 0 or A is positive. So B will automatically be negative. So B is less than 0 or negative. This is the way we find out. Again, in the next part, let's see. Here we have A is less than 0. So B will be greater than 0. B will be greater than 0. So we have to just remember, if the vertex is to the right of the y-axis, then whatever the sign of A is, just change the sign and it will be the sign for B. Okay. Point number 2. If the vertex is to the left of the axis, if the vertex is to the left of the y-axis, A and B have same sign. Then A and B have same sign. Let's understand this. If this is our polynomial, it is somewhat like this. So here A is less than 0 or A is negative. A is negative since the graph is opening downwards. So, and the vertex is lying on the left of the y-axis. So B will have same sign as A. That is, B is less than 0 or B is negative. Let's take another case. If we have a parabola like this, so vertex is this point, the lowest most point, and it is to the right of the y-axis. In this case, A is greater than 0 since the graph is opening upward, or A is positive. So B will also be greater than 0 or B is positive. So this is the simple way you can find out the sign for A, B and C. Let me summarize it quickly. See, for the sign of A and B, we have to just see the uh, graph in which direction it is opening. If it is opening in the upward direction, our A will be positive. If it is opening in the y direction, it is downwards, then it is negative. Next, we find the sign of C by simply seeing where our graph cuts y-axis. That is called intercept. So intercept, we obtain it on y-axis where x is 0. Then for the sign of B, just notice where the vertex lies. If it lies to the right side, then the sign will be different from A. And if it is lying on the left side, the B will have same sign as A. Hope you understood the concept well. Please like, share and subscribe. Do practice, and thank you so much for your time.